Very good morning. In today's video, I am discussing about some important Power BI interview questions. What are the different sources you have used in your project? That means in this question, they are asked what types of data sources we have used in our project. Coming to myself, I have used different data sources in my project. They are SQL Server database, Excel files, CSV files, Power BI service datasets, web data, APIs, SharePoint, Azure SQL database, flat files, other data sources. These are all the data sources we mostly used in our projects to connect with the Power BI for importing the data. SQL Server. SQL Server is a primary database for storing and retrieving sales and transactional data. So SQL Server is the primary and first database for storing and retrieving sales and transactional data. It is connected Power BI to SQL Server to fetch data using SQL queries. Mainly SQL Server is used to connect to the Power BI to use for SQL queries. Excel files. Excel files are used for importing additional data like budget, targets, or reference tables. Excel files were uploaded to Power BI for quick integration. If we want to use the quick data, we use Excel files. CSV files. CSV means comma separated values. These are the flat files. CSV files containing historical sales data or customer lists. Power BI service datasets. Reused existing Power BI datasets or shared data models. That means we used used already used Power BI datasets that exist in the system. Web data. Web data means we imported the data from web files like web sources, websites like that. In this, we integrated data from public web sources like currency rates, market trends using Power BI's Web Connector. In this, some companies and some organizations put the data in websites. So we use that data for our reports creation. APIs. In APIs, we pulled the real-time data from APIs such as regional sales or customer feedbacks. SharePoint. In this SharePoint, we connected to SharePoint Online for accessing shared documents or Excel files. Azure SQL Database. Azure SQL Database is used for cloud-hosted database for scalability and real-time updates. Flat files. Text or JSON. Processed structured or semi-structured data from text files or JSON files. We have also used other data sources like Oracle database, Google Sheets, SAP system. Oracle database used for legal systems data. Google Sheets is used for mainly for collaborative data sources. SAP systems integrated with SAP or SAP BW or SAP HANA. Along with this system, with these data sources, we also use Redshift, Snowflake, data sources for connecting to the Power BI for creation of data. What is the difference between import mode and direct query mode? This is also one of the most important question asked in any Power BI interview question. So we must take care to learn about this this question, that is import mode and direct query mode. Import mode and direct query mode. In import mode, the data is stored in Power BI memory. The complete data is comes into the Power BI memory. Direct query. In direct query, the data remains in the source system. It does not store in Power BI. It is stored in only the metadata comes into the Power BI. In import mode, the performance of the import mode is faster comparing to direct query mode. In direct query mode, the performance is slower compared to import mode. It depends on the source system. The source system we connected to the Power BI affects the performance of the report also. So we use the import mode as much as possible. Data updates. In import mode, the data is we use historical data. So if we change anything in the original data, it requires scheduled refresh. We must update the data after some periods. Direct query. In direct query, the data updates are doesn't required because it is real time or near real time data exists in the source system. Use case. Import mode is mainly used for static and semi-dynamic data. Direct query is used mainly for dynamic real-time data. Import mode handles complex queries efficiently. Direct query is some bit slow compared to import mode to handle the complex queries. What is the fact table and dimension table? This is also one of the important interview question asked in any interview question. Fact table means it contains a lot of data. Dimension table, it has some descriptive data. Fact table is used for storing quantitative data. We understand this by putting important points in the table format. Key difference: fact table and dimension table. Fact table is used for storing the quantitative data for analysis. Dimension table is used for stores descriptive data to provide context. Fact table contains measures and foreign keys. Dimension table contains attributes and primary keys. Fact table, in fact table, the data volume is high. It grows with each transaction. If one transaction is increased, the data also increases. In fact table, dimension table, in the dimension table, the data volume is low compared to fact table, and it is relatively static. That means the data in the dimension table almost static. It changes very rarely. Granularity, fact table, transaction level or aggregated data. Dimension table is used for high level descriptive data. Examples of fact table are sales amount, quantity, date, key, product ID. These are all the examples of fact table. Dimension table. The examples of dimension tables are product name, region name, full date. These are the columns both in fact table and dimension tables. So these are all the important Power BI. Here are example fact table is fact sales table. It contains columns sales ID, date, key, product ID, sales amount, quantity. Dimension table contains Dimension tables are dim product contains columns product ID, product name, category, price. Dim region table contains columns region ID, region name, country. Dim date contains date, key, year, month, day. These are all the columns both in fact table and dimension tables. Thank you.